Goldberg is one of the most legendary wrestlers of all time in WWE, and nobody can deny that fact. But we cannot also deny the fact that Goldberg is one of the worst in-ring wrestlers of all time from a wrestling perspective. Countless botches and countless injuries have been done by Goldberg. So let's have a look at Goldberg's worst wrestling moments. Now let's start from the Bret Hart and Goldberg story, the injury that shook the wrestling world. Now we will not just be covering injuries, but it is one of the most important incidents of Goldberg's career. So this is a story of Goldberg versus Bret Hart at Starrcade 1999. A major accident happened with the hands of Goldberg. Goldberg gave a severe concussion to Bret Hart when Goldberg gave a mule kick. In other words, basically a super kick type of thing, and that kick connected. This kick happened in the last 2 minutes of the match, and obviously this didn't look that dangerous, but it really was. It was very painful. Till this day, Bret Hart holds a grudge about this incident. Now the next one is not like this, but here Goldberg was literally exposed, and Goldberg was not able to wrestle properly here. This is a story of William Regal versus Goldberg on an episode of Nitro. On one hand, you had the technical wrestling skills of William Regal, and on the other hand, you had the powerhouse Goldberg, who had almost zero technical skills. This was basically an insult to Goldberg. This match showed how Goldberg lacked basic wrestling skills. You can just see that. It was a 6-minute competitive match and it went completely wrong. Goldberg was upset about this match and he was very sad. Now the next one was also one of the worst wrestling moments for Goldberg himself, and here he literally concussed himself. It was 1998 Halloween Havoc. Goldberg wrestled one of the biggest stars of WCW at that time, Diamond Dallas Page. So Goldberg went for a spear, and it was one of the most thunderous spear of all time because it concussed himself. When Goldberg gave that spear, his head was the first thing to hit that mat. You can see Goldberg was completely unconscious. He was not able to perform jackhammer properly. Goldberg's spears are like a rocket, but here Goldberg got the taste of his own medicine. Now the next one is the worst match of Goldberg's career. This was fucking stupid. This was just one level below of Undertaker and Goldberg's Super Showdown match. This was not expected. This is the story of Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 20, and there was nothing in this match to talk about. I can show you the whole match in almost 30 seconds. Selling was bad, the performances were bad. I feel so there was no value. It was just two bulldozers fighting with each other. This was stupid. One of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time, without a doubt. Okay, so this one is a little bit old, typical Goldberg spot. So this is a story of Goldberg versus Haku on WCW. But look what happened here. During the match, Goldberg dropped Haku on his head. When he was going for a power slam, he dropped Haku on his head. But wait a minute, don't relax, because when Haku's partner Jimmy Hart also tried to do his stuff, he dropped him also on his head. Like, how can you do the same mistakes twice? Jimmy Hart was very unlucky here. He didn't deserve to be dropped on his head, but this was, I have no words for this. And the next one is very famous, Undertaker vs Goldberg Super Showdown 2019. From where should we start? This match was dumb. This match was a complete wastage of time. Goldberg concusses himself by hitting himself on the steel post. He then botches jackhammer, almost paralyzed the Undertaker. He hooked his own leg for pinfall. You can see, and many more mistakes. This was, I can say, Undertaker's worst match, and this was also Goldberg's worst match. This was abomination. No words here. Anyways, despite all this, Goldberg will be forever a legendary superstar. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you have liked this video. Till then, see you soon.